live broadcast every Saturday morning from 11 to 12 Central Standard Time. Let's just wait a few minutes for this stream to stabilize and we will be starting shortly. What's up, everyone? We have an incident going on right now. I'm going to go switch to this camera, even though there's some yelling and stuff going on. So let's go back out here. I need to go see why there is a fight going on outside. Go ahead and mic check for me. Should be okay, but there is something going on out here. Sorry to leave you all out of this one, but I can't stretch the camera that far. Down in front of the restaurant, hopefully my mic's working, but down in front of the restaurant there seems to be an altercation. And a lot of getting in your face, yelling and cussing. Oh, now dude's bouncing up and down. Wait a minute, what the? Why are y'all starting crap this early in the morning? Well, I guess we will have the obligatory sirens here in a little bit. Jeez. Anyway. Alright, guys. Hopefully, okay. Sorry about that. Alright, let me get a read on the mic check. I don't know what it is. Mic's a bit too high. I'll knock that down a little bit. Too early in the day. Way too early in the day for that nonsense. Alright, so that is lowered volume there. Mic sounds muffled. Now it's too low. You know, it was a little tinny to me. Let's go up to about right here. And I'll just have to modulate my voice, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really happy other than the dexterity of it. Oh, wait. Need to come back to me. And yeah, it's kind of difficult for me to figure out still. I really haven't had enough time to test it. No, we got to go this way. Here we go. All right. Just sounds a bit muffled. Okay, let me just rearrange it. Rearrange it over here. I hope everybody's doing well. Mic check. I haven't got the hang of this part yet. Let me just clip it on my thing right here. How about that? Yeah. Stay there. All right. Okay, I'm going to go back over the comments. Okay, cool. So I can't remember what kind of mic it is. Like omnidirectional. So it's got to be in just the right spot, probably. All right, so we saw Rune came in. Good morning, Night Owl and Rune as well. Peter Fox, Wes, hey y'all. Hey y'all, Tim Walker. Okay, so in current local news, we just passed a noise ordinance because of this. That's coming up in half a month. And there's a woman's clinic down the street that does do abortions, so there's activists there all the time. But anyway, long story short, because of that kind of stuff, he's out there inciting riots, basically. And they passed an ordinance saying they couldn't be shouting and carrying on like that, but it hadn't taken effect yet. So technically, yes. Anyway, we got one of those idiots out there this morning, hassling people. Yes, plastic bins. We were going to do plastic bin fun today. Plastic bin fun today. Oh man, what a day! Anthony, good morning. James Randolph, Billy Bob, Starlock, good morning. Billy Bob again. Where are you, Chef Mel? What's up? Yeah, y'all probably much colder. It got cold this morning. We got the door open. Yay! And I didn't do the clip. I actually did a video clip of me turning off the AC. Aside from the yelling and stuff. It's so quiet. It's so quiet. No AC. Yay, I'm so happy about that. In more ways than one. Cheaper. Mike in, good morning. Yes, I couldn't get my coffee because, and if I would have gotten my coffee, I probably could have figured out exactly which one of the idiots down there is doing that. But, so yes, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Y'all pray for me. Because according to that guy, we're all going to hell and sinners and all that, so. Ooh, Mike had an RV job. Mike, did your RV job? Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Paul. GK Man, hey, he made it. Okay, and then everybody saw Kevin, the lockpickings gal. Okay, good morning, everybody. John Crawford, hey. Dave. Yeah, Darcy has been just driving me crazy. He changed his name to I'm Gumby. So I was like, who the heck is I'm Gumby? DJ Jason, the key making bees. Pick up your feet, bro. Alrighty. 39 degrees. Whoa, that's cold. That's a little too cold for me. Michigan 52. Yeah, have my ears related. He's Gumby now. He's forevermore Gumby. Charles Builds crap, good morning. Okay, still muffled to you. I don't know what the heck. That's crappy mic. Crappy mic. Crappy expensive mic. Put it right freaking there. How about that? And I may have to see. I got the volume all the way up on this doodad, so the gain sounds super high. Okay, I can fix the gain. Let's try that. That's one thing I did notice was the gain was really high, so I gotta pop this little screwdriver deal out and turn it down this way. So here we go. Yeah, we gotta get this thing straight, y'all. So I guess that means I need to talk. Mic was better last week. It's the same mic. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong with it. Let's turn it all the way down. Okay, the gain's all the way down right now, and I'm going to just say hi to everybody. We're going to work on plastic bins today. I'm going to take them down because we had a table that we've lost this week. Now, turn it up a little bit. Volume's a tiny low. Okay, so there we go. We're going to work on plastic bins. I'm going to turn the gain up just a hair from bottomed out. And we're going to put one together because we have a table that I lost this week. Leave gain in the middle and turn it up on the software. Put the gain up to right there. Bingo. Ooh, tweaking the mic. Thank you for your help, everybody. You know, I listen to myself when I'm editing videos so much that, yeah, I can't. Let's put this down here and move this over here. I'm just all out of sorts today, aren't I? I don't know. I've done a test video with this microphone talking about hooking it up to the GoPro 7 because there's no real current videos on that, so I figured, hey, clickbait. So forgive a future video whenever I get it up about doing the GoPro 7 thing, so. Okay, a lot better. Everybody's saying it sounds good. Little bitty screwdriver. Get in there, little bitty screwdriver. It's even formed for it perfectly. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go over a few things. Kim and I went to the fair, so I'm gonna show y'all obligatory fair pictures. And then I've got a couple of little, let me go shut the door. It's probably best to shut the door too while we're doing this. I wonder how it's going down here. Somebody must have run them off. And then we're gonna go look at my poor table. My poor table is collapsed, and I don't really know how to get rid of an 8-foot table easily. So that's gonna be interesting. I thought about just maybe bracing it up with 2x4s. That's probably what I'm gonna do because it's still a good table, but I am going to take it down. I think I didn't go back over my own videos to see when I had put that up, but I did a video when in fact, the thumbnail for the video, so it'd be easy to find, would be where I was laying on the table. And I want to say it was in February of this year, or March. Sometime around there is when I put that table up. And how did I get over this way? Wait a minute. Oh, I know what I did. That's not right. That's not right at all. Hold on. Let's get rid of this. Put this over here. I had rearranged my things in the program here to accommodate a couple of things, and I forgot to do that. So, in fact, I forgot to do this too. So let's move me over here, and we're gonna check out the fair pictures real quick. This is not really lock related, but this is just local. Hey, we went to the fair. Yay. Y'all have state, I think every state has state fairs in their area. And of course, they're all going to be a little bit unique to the area. Ours isn't that big, really. Aww. We're at the fair. And what we do, we now that our kids are grown and they can pay their own way to the fair and go on their own, Jim and I just go for lunch. We missed last year, went the year before, and she did want to go this year, but I was like, no, you're going to get an MF and Snickers bar. We went specifically for a fried Snickers bar. But this is Penn's. It used to be a local restaurant. It is still, I guess, a local restaurant, and they had places all over, and they have fried chicken, like chicken tenders on a stick with onions and stuff. And you used to could just go anywhere in Jackson and get it because they had so many locations. And now it's fair food pretty much only. Donut burger. Anybody ever tried a Krispy Kreme donut, a burger with a bun made out of donuts? That to me sounds like literally the most disgusting thing that you could eat. I mean, no, none of the games were open. That's the problem with going at lunchtime. There were no rides open. The only ride we saw open was as we were leaving at like 2 o'clock, because we went from 12 to 2. And as we were leaving at 2 o'clock, one of the kiddie trains was cranked up. And they said adults could ride. It had a sign that said adults can ride, but I was like, nah, it's all right. And none of the game people were out there. I tried to win a big stuff. The place that I wanted to win the big, actually it wasn't for Kim, it was for me, but it was a big sloth. I really wanted that sloth too. Probably would have spent $80 trying to win that sloth, which is about what we spent for lunch. But yeah, donut burger. It's gross. That is gross. There's Kim's fried Milky Way. She got a Milky Way instead of a Snicker bar. She's gonna kill me for that. I did, Kim. If you watch this part of this, I didn't put the other picture that you got really mad at me about, but it's kind of a tradition for me to get a picture of Kim eating a fried Snickers bar. That's exactly what it sounds like, except this is a Milky Way, and it was really good. It's a frozen candy bar dipped in a sweet batter and fried for about a minute and given to you hot. And this one was like really cool in the center, and it didn't have the nuts that kind of hurt your teeth when you're biting into it or whatever. So, oh yes. And then let's see, that's what it looks like up close. It's just a Snickers bar or a Milky Way speared on a stick with powdered sugar on it. So good. So good. And pig racing, of course, only in Mississippi and probably Alabama. Pig racing. And this is the same fair. JC, one of my subs. I don't know, is JC here today? I haven't seen him pop in, but JC's pretty close to me in Shreveport. This fair goes down to him after it leaves here because he says their fair starts mid-month. So this is the same fair. And in fact, the Malone's Taffy, which I have a box of back there I forgot to bring up, but it's like, it used to be called saltwater taffy. It's not really made with salt water, but And that's how he kind of put it together when I posted that picture on Twitter of the saltwater taffy, because Shreveport, I think the fair goes straight over to Alabama, or Louisiana. And, oh, here's a video. This is the most death-defying stunt ever done, performed in front of a live public audience. Now, it is a video, so I don't know if this is going to bog out on us, but here we go. And that, he announced it as the most death-defying. It's probably pretty loud, sorry about that. I forgot about the volume there. So yes, whee! Okay, on the lock stuff. Catch a sheep. I can't even. Sheep shirting. Sheep shirting. The kids in teams before I have to catch a sheep, put a shirt on it, and carry it across the radio. I mean, that's pretty much on level with pig racing, I guess. I don't know. The pig racing is just the pigs are racing. They just let them out and they run. So I don't know. I thought most of those places stopped that because the animals were getting hurt. I mean, that's surprising to me that they still do that. However, there is a rodeo, and we have a big rodeo with horses and the livestock. In fact, the fair is on the livestock grounds. But a sensational yay to the swingy people. Pig racing in Oregon, okay. I guess it's a thing. And unfortunately, the pig racing wasn't going on when we were there. Video didn't bog it down. Yeah, it was short enough. I don't think it did. It'll probably bog it down in like 2 minutes. Daughter Boy wins everything. Hey, Bobby Keys, he won a huge Scooby-Doo. I remember when we took the girls, when the girls were younger, we went to Six Flags in New Orleans, which is now closed. It was closed after Katrina. But I accidentally won a big Scooby-Doo, yeah, with a wizard Scooby-Doo, with a wizard robe and a little wizard hat. And it was as big as I was, and I had to carry that thing so many places, and I realized that you always do those last. Because if you go to one first, and you're going to have to carry around. Of course, you probably have more chances of winning one when you do it first, because it wants you to have to carry it around. On to lock news. Did y'all see the new tape? This is awesome, and awesome. It's awesome tape. It's awesome tape. There it is. I am seriously getting a roll of that. If I wouldn't have blown all my expenditure, not all of it, but if I wouldn't have blown a significant portion of my extra stock money Friday on ordering key blanks, I got a bunch of barrel keys coming in from Blue Dog. It was like 25 keys, so that was a little bit painful just for one little thing, this one little section right here. But the tape, and I definitely want to get the tape because 2 reasons. I loved how they're advertising that. Love how they're advertising this tape, and it makes sense. And I could definitely use it on doors. I'm going to use the door repair in progress tape on site, especially for door closers. I wish I actually had it now. I've got those 4 door closers. Y'all may have seen those pop through on my lathe unboxing video. But what am I trying to say? I hadn't put those door closers in yet. So I wish I had that tape because I would be able to use it. But the locksmith at work, I'm just going to wrap that around the building. Wrap it around the building. So yes, caution tape. Okay, here is a little fun one. We'll talk about this. I saw this on Twitter. I forgot to do my little complimentary. This is what I talked about on Twitter. But door closer, that was horrible. And yes, Chris Sistrunk got it right on Twitter. He said, I had said there's at least 3 door closers here. And he nailed it. He said, I bet there's 4. I bet there's 4 after you're done. Yes, I added another one. But if you look at the outline of that, and I kind of bring this up again because Quest, I don't know if anybody remembers the Quest line of LCN door closers. And if you look at the outline, that was what was there. And if you see the 2 angled ones in the middle of that outline, I hate it. As soon as I saw that, when those came out, I remember when they came on the market, and I was like, you seriously gave us another mounting option? You couldn't just make them straight in the same size as everything else. You had to do the special whatever. Anyway, and they were all like, oh, these closers are the best, going to be the best closers ever invented, blah, 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 blah. And they were horrible, horrible door closers. I don't know if you've ever worked on them, but ugh. What was this about a shooting? Use it to protect parking places. Oh, the shooting. Yeah. Everybody was comparing it to a shotgun. Hey, lockpicking patrolman. Plate it. Yeah, there was a plate on it. If you look at all the corners, there was a plate there. I just put a new plate and drilled new holes. So, 3 or 4 years from now when it breaks again. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. Shoot, why did I close my... I can't get it back now, can I? Show chat, pop out chat, dang it. I don't know why I did that. Okay, and here we go. We have a little... Hey, I've rejoined. I ended up putting just a LSDA regular storefront style closer on there because there's no reason. What was on there before was one of those heavy duty versions, which is one of the sets of holes, but it didn't hold up. So I was like, well, if that didn't hold up, then you might as well just put a cheaper one on there if you're going to be having to replace it all the time. Plus it was off. The measurement was off just enough to cause it probably to break prematurely. So that's what happens when you don't measure for your door closer correctly, y'all. All right, take a wild guess what y'all think. Take a wild guess. I know you can't guess now. I've got 2 pictures, so hold on just a sec. I'll just let you look at that one real quick. Look at that one. I'll flip back and forth between the two, so we'll go there. Okay. Sight read it. Sight read it. Go back to the other one. Whoops. Okay. Front directly on, looking straight in, and angling it up. So, I don't really have anything exactly planned for this mini contest, but I'll use the answers for something. So, oh, look, a little weenie dog, a little weenie puppy. A little weenie puppy. You want to see it straight on again one more time? Okay, straight on. And then angling it. How far behind am I? Okay, Mike's throwing out a guess. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. No. Good try. Sight reading, you kind of have to level it, and I got these pictures. Actually, this is part of another video, but of a filing cabinet that came in. I just figured I'd throw it in here. Going back to other way, straight on. So the key had to be modified as well, but the deeper the cut or the lower that brass is, right? I can't. Hold on. No. Right in this area, if it went deeper, so you have really high would be 1 or 2, and then as it goes deeper in the core, it's 3 or 4. So 3 or 4 would be that first one, and then when you angle it, the third wafer, and I say third wafer because there's such a big gap between the two right there, that you would automatically assume that it's a shallow wafer because you can't see it, and there is a gap, which means there's a wafer, most likely means there's a wafer up high. So then you measure the back of it right there, line it back up after you angle it, you go back to normal height, you see that third wafer now is the same height as the first one. And then if you angle it back up again,
you can barely see the wafer up behind that third wafer. So that means it's a little bit shallower. So out of this, you would come up with 3132, which was pretty much it. Anyway, there's my lock-related content for the day. This fella I worked on the other day ended up being, I thought it was just going to be a lubrication, and I don't know why I didn't zoom in on this picture. Let's zoom in. This was a fancy old feller. Fancy old fella. Man, I really wish I would have had that coffee. Wish I would have not been busy. Everybody who threw in, let's see, kind of, yeah, I know it's tough to sight read. That's why I took 2 angles of it. Yep. Gumby came in really close. 4, 3, 44, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. Black Forest only. Adrian UK, what's up? You just missed a sight read. Trying to sight read a key here, or a lock. I know it's really hard to do from a picture. It's sometimes hard to do from the lock itself. But if you're doing it, always cut shallow. Ooh-wee, always cut shallow, because 3, 1, 3, 2 could easily be changed to 4, 2, 4, 3, or whatever. And you can't add material back. So if you're sight reading, always cut shallow. And the whole little trick with that one was, since somebody just joined, we'll go back to that picture real quick. Hold on. The whole, one of the fun parts about that was actually a 4 wafer. So those of you who guessed 4 wafers, right. It was actually a 5 wafer lot, but one little trick about it was from the face of the cylinder to that first wafer was unusually large. And when you put the tip of your pick in to measure it, how far it goes back, it actually bumped it past number 1 cut. So while it was a standard 5 wafer lock, it was missing the first wafer instead of the last wafer. So actually the cut started at 1, which is no cut. So it'd actually be 1, 3, 1, 3, 2 is what it ended up being. Lock related content. I did a video on that, the Lishy guide. Did you not see when I got that in? King Street. And I also did it in a Saturday morning live, but I already put it back in the truck. But I will update it because, again, like I mentioned in that Lishy video, Peter Fox, I think I saw you here. I don't know if you're still here or not, but thanks again for that stuff. But the Lishy guide is awesome. It's really kind of just a fancy pair of vice grips. I never really thought about doing that, but you could easily just vice grip the 2 keys together and do the same thing. However, his is much cooler. I'm sure somebody else has figured that out by now, but the cheap way to do it is grab a pair of vice grips and clamp your space and depth key to the other key. That one has the ability with that solid thing to not, do that. Anyway, where were we? We got to go back to the door thing. This was a fancy old fella. And unfortunately, it was... God, he's still out there yelling. Good morning, Shane. What's up? It's the Lishy Guide video. Yeah, it's out there. The Lishy Guide video is out there when it got sent in, and I, straight out of the box, hooked it up and figured out how to do it and put it together and made a key. And it worked in the video. And it worked 3 times. One of the times, like I said, and I don't know why, maybe it was because it was shallow next to a deep, but as far as doing it and the ability to do it, one of the times I was actually in Kim's truck, so it came out real handy. My inverter died a long time ago in my van. I got to actually take that out of there one day. And I was out somewhere, nowhere near a pluggy-any deal. So the Lishy cutter came in handy on that one. And the other one, it was just really sticky. Come to find out that door was bolted from the inside anyway. And I don't know what they ended up doing with that garage. Wes remembers me talking about that plastic garage door cylinder. Come to find out that it was an automatic garage door. The door was screwed shut from the inside, because I picked one and used the issue to cut a key, and tried picking the garage door cylinder because they were thinking that somehow it got locked because it had a little T-handle. Come to find out after I looked inside, it was an automatic garage door. So they screwed the door shut, left the garage door open while they were working on the house, and as they were leaving, somebody closed the garage door with no remote. No remote. Yes. I was in. Hey, Daryl. Good morning, Daryl and Carol. Repent. Oh, no. Good morning, Dan. I am going to go ahead and move up front. We're going to go look at this table. What if you threw bolt them? Yeah, threw bolt them. Actually, I didn't through bolt them. Shh, don't tell anybody. The door closers that I put on there actually didn't come with through bolts, so. My app was updating on my pad over there. So let me flip this. Let me flip the thing around. We gotta assemble a plastic doodad. We gotta check out my table because it is. Ooh. Y'all can hear him still repenting down there, huh? We're going to switch over to this camera view. Let's see, go back to, yeah, we'll just go back to that. What the heck? What the heck? And my poor table. I do have to get the chat log running up, so. I'm gonna go peek out here and see what's going on with this crazy fool real quick. Crazy fool. And somebody did pack my parking place, looks like. Wow, it's trafficy out here. All the parking places are full. Yeah, just a bunch of bozos. Oh, and there's JPD. Is he gonna stop? Yeah. He's just making his presence known. Because it's legal for him to yell for the next 30, 20, no, we're down to about 15 days. See, look, there goes JPD. Just cruising on by. Well, maybe cruising on by. We gotta get this down. We have a new shelf, y'all. I went and spent a lot of freaking money. Sorry about the mic. A lot of freaking money on plastic this morning. And that is because my table died. It broke. I was sitting here yesterday, and it was actually late yesterday afternoon. Now, honestly, it was kind of my fault. Kind of my fault that it broke because assembled the doodad. Yes. And, okay, just making sure my camera's good. So I was sitting here yesterday afternoon, I think it was. Late. Whenever I tweeted it, so it would have been about 4:30. You know, I'm not sure about this one, but it was only $10. You know what drives me crazy with retail crap like this? So I exist on these things. Shoe boxes. Really, it's just to get rid of the cardboard. I try to keep the cardboard amount down here. So anything that's in cardboard, like I've got a bunch of stuff up here, eventually I always try to transfer it as much as possible into plastic. While that doesn't really sound great for the environment, but it reduces the dust in here. Y'all remember what, Saturday 32 or whatever? I had dusted up here, and that's because both the door open. I had the door open earlier. In fact, he's quieted down. No, not yet. But I'm not sure about this one. It was only $10. But like I said, what pisses me off was I got this from my Workbench, because y'all know I'm redoing my Workbench too. So look, check this out. This is a stupid retail thing. $10, $10. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand that at all. Let's get my my tablet and see if we can pull up the feed so I can see what everybody's talking about. I don't get that at all. See ya, Story Lock. Yes, I do need a bigger shop. We're hoping that the people next door behind us... What do you mean can't update? Update. Why can't you update? I can't... my chat thing's not going to work until I update my app, so... Let's just make sure here. Hey, $10, $10. Actually, this is more like $8, but still, $10, $8. This is going to be... for my keys on my Workbench. Please. Yes. Like Quickset, Schlage, Wiser, the common keys. I think that's going to be what that's for. I may end up taking those back. I don't know yet. Oh, if I'm going to take them back, I better leave that, right? And then this I got, I don't know what for. But really, once I started going through and figuring out what I was going to get, I was ended up with a few too many things. So we're going to assemble this doodad real quick, y'all, because then we're going to turn around. I'm definitely keeping this, which is, okay, so 16 inches between drawers, right? Hold on, before I unwrap this, I need to measure something. Let me go get the tape measure. Get the tape measure. Because there's 16 inches between drawers, I was gonna get the bigger version of this, which is only like $5 more, but it's 6 foot tall. And this is 56 inches, so that's what, 5 foot tall? 16 inches between drawers, and if we stack 2 of these on top of each other, we have oh, hold on, that's 3 of them. There we go. Oh, 10, 15, hey, 16, really? Really? Oh, that may be really cool. That may be really cool, y'all. If so, we're ripping it open immediately. Fit, yep. Heckin' yeah. And then 14.25, 14 inches. Heckin' yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I know Mr. Harass told me to cut away from myself. I know, I was a Boy Scout, but obviously not a very good Boy Scout anymore. But it is really dull, so even if I did cut myself, it would either hurt really, really bad, or it wouldn't cut me at all. Heckin' yeah, we're gonna assemble this doodad. As I was moving this, there's a bunch of pieces here, y'all. That are gonna fall out. Heckin' as soon as I do this. Heckin' heck. Told you. Heckin' heck. Are these the, oh, yeah, okay. All right, let's move this over here so we can see what the heckin' heck I'm doing. Sorry about the wonky camera. Close your eyes. Don't get motion sickness. All right, Bobby, I'm going to come read the comments while we're sitting right there. Giveaways coming up on Bobby's channel. Use the doodad. I'm going to use the doodad. What if no doohickey for the doodads? Hey, Secure Tech, it's raining and getting cooler. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It's cool here. And by the way, I did want to point out that I am waiting for Bobby to do his giveaway. No pressure, Bobby, but before I do anything on mine. And also, I was asked by a Lock Force member to hold off on sending out those pins that Peter sent. If you missed that video over here, we've got the pins. Okay, here we go with a camera flip. Ready? Whee! And so we're going to be holding off on that for just a little bit. Let's just go ahead and move this down right here. Okay, there we go. Focus. All right, are we upside down, y'all, or are we right side up? Let me go look. Let me go look, and then we'll put the sucker together. We're right side up. Yay. I don't know. Let's see, I'm assuming this is pretty. That's just for shipping use, maybe. Does it really need that? No. God, they're still yelling down there. I hope they go hoarse. I hope they go hoarse. They didn't include directions, y'all. So it looks like they're all exactly the same. You could actually stack, you could buy another one of these and stack it up even higher. But how come the, no, it's just hard to go in. Okay, there we go. I'm assuming they're all the same size. Yeah. Wow, that's actually gonna be bigger than I thought. Not bad for 30 bucks. Come on over here. Pow, pow. This is need a rubber mallet now. This will take the place of my table. I'll be able to move that table and hopefully have a lot more room. And I may end up getting another one of these. I had bought the bigger one, like I said, but it was, I don't have a rubber mallet. Oh yeah, I do. Hold on. I think I do have a rubber mallet, y'all. Let me check my backup toolbox over here. It is in here. Hey, look at me. I got a rubber mallet. The little white ones are for the feet. Yeah, I could probably use those for the feet. That's a good call. That dude did take my spot. Asshole. And this will serve pretty much the same purpose that table did in a much smaller form factor. I had originally wanted, sorry about the banging, I originally wanted a shelf for my, whatchamacallits, bus tubs. I use bus tubs a lot around here, or I did because they're so sturdy. If you don't know what a bus tub is, it's what waiters use at restaurants to clean off the tables. Those are the best plastic ones, but they don't stack or have a lid. Let's see, this is the bottom. I did warn Kim that it was going to be a little bit different in the shop. After I get this together, we're going to slide it over into position, and I'll show you all the table. I didn't really show you except on Twitter, and you couldn't really tell from that picture. But I mean, that table, seriously. Yeah, get out of my spot, dude. It's broken. It twisted the metal underneath. And it was funny. When I was here last night, it was like really quiet because it was just, for some reason, really quiet last night. And I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, that didn't sound good at all. I had never even paid attention to the table. Was, I mean, it's like this, and it bent. You know, there's this metal part of the table right here. It's just twisted and but it was funny because it was just like groaning. And did they not send me? Oh, where did the fourth one go? What the hell? Oh, here it is. Okay, I was about to get some kind of mad. And I went over there and looked at it, and I was like, I gotta fix this. If I don't fix this, it's gonna be on the floor in the middle of the night. I don't know. I mean, it may hold up. It may hold up just fine, but we'll go take a look at it now. I like this thing, actually. What do y'all think? This is pretty awesome. I don't know if you can see it now that I got it high enough. Focus. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all come with me. Come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Yeah, all you guys on the West Coast, and Australia has fires too? Oof, that's horrible. I know California is going through some crazy stuff right now, so. Oh, are we blurry? Look at that wild blurry, hold on. Maybe it's not so great with autofocusing. Focus, auto, woo-wee. You know, ever since I updated my phone, hold this. Thank you, Yoda. Welcome, you are. Ever since I updated my phone, I've been having focus trouble. I know that probably isn't, I don't know what it is. But I've noticed that ever since that 13 point whatever update, like my autofocus has gone squirrely. I went over my settings to see if I could fix it, but I haven't had any luck doing that yet. All right, Charles, have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. We are at 11:52, so we're gonna clean up just a little bit. Apple says it's time to buy Brian a new one. Okay, so Bobby's gonna be doing his giveaway somewhere around mid next week. That's cool. That's cool, but we're gonna wait a couple of weeks before I send out my stuff because reasons. There's always reasons, right? So yes, but I'm gonna be making a list, checking it twice. For those of you who want buttons, I know Bobby already saw your message, so I'm gonna save one for you definitely. And yes, I don't know how we're gonna pull that one off because but we gotta wait a couple of weeks. But maybe Christmas presents. Everybody's getting Christmas presents. That's gonna be an expensive Christmas. Everybody's getting Christmas presents. Hopefully, almost everybody. You gotta be in lock force, which means you gotta say something right now. If you've been sitting here watching and you haven't said anything, you better say hi, because we want to see you say hi. Anyway, let's go back and fix this real quick and see how it does. This is actually pretty awesome because let me move this over here. I imagine once I start stacking stuff on it, it's going to lower by quite a bit. I thought that was broken. Phew. So a few of y'all have said that you have okay, oh, you know what? I screwed up, y'all. There's a lip on the back of that, and I flipped it the wrong way each side. Just this one. Dang it, lip. I didn't even pay attention to that. Sitting here talking, it's y'all's fault. But I can fix that real quick. Maybe. Okay, you stay right there. Okay, stupid Jason. That goes that way. Okay, double check, back. So what'll happen is once I get this table moved out of the way, because it's gonna have to go, really. It was only meant to be temporary, you know. And it's really been in the way. Hey!
Hello.
What could I help you with?
I just want to know if y'all can punch
Shoe shop, they're not open until Monday. We're the lock.
Did I go in the wrong store?
We're the locksmiths.
Oh.
And while I do have a hole punch, I don't.
Yeah,
we
you don't
don't
want to
do.
pull
We
my
don't.
belt.
No.
Okay, I'm crazy.
But they're open Monday through Friday though.
Oh, bummer. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, anyway, where were we? We're really liking this cabinet thing. All right, okay, so sorry about all the hammering. I hope that didn't hurt your ears. we got to move this like this. All right. No, it's not staying there. Don't be crazy. All right, butcher's block, butcher's lock, block, butcher's block. See you next week. Thanks for joining in. Frank wants end tables. I do. Hey, Torch, what's up? Didn't see you in here. Has anyone not blocked Raymond yet? God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Raymond. So yes, we're doing this, but look, let me lower the camera a little bit. See if y'all can't see what wonderful. And of course now I've unloaded half of it, so it's not nearly as bad. But you can see the center was pretty bowed out at one point, and the metal is twisted right there in the middle. So yeah, it was not doing so great at all. I need to get my scrap. I've got some scrap right here I got to get. Oh, also over there in the corner. But it came really close to breaking in half. It's got a nice, a nice little, what is that? A gully. I was going to say galley. Nice little galley right there in the middle of it. But the funniest thing is, I wish I would have had like a recording going on at the time, because it was just like, so you know what I'm going to be doing the rest of the afternoon, right, yo? Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. I really like this thing. I really, really like this thing already. May have to get another one now, because that fits perfect. Two of those are going to easily fit between here. Maybe four of those. The problem with these little shoe boxes, number one is, I try to keep, like, this is all national crap. This is all old Wiser crap. This is all, just junk YouTube stuff. Some of the knobs that, was on the shelf. So Schlage, Wiser, Schlage lever. But the problem is, number one, the shoe boxes quickly run out of room. Or I do. Anyway, I know everybody's not this much of a hoarder, but if I need to part off of a Wiser deadbolt, and that's another reason this is still in plastic, because I'd run out of plastic or cardboard. So I'm going to be able to get rid of some of this cardboard boxes, get them up on that shelf, and probably, I'm thinking this shelf might go just right there. And just by means of how linear it is, or whatever you call that, small, this table just needs to go. But I don't know how to get rid of the table. We don't have a garbage pickup. Here's another plastic bin. I use these in the truck. A little bit heavier duty. So that's what I'll be doing the rest of the afternoon. Hopefully once this table's out of the way, I can have a little bit more room through here. It'd be nice if that had a roller option, but it doesn't. So wherever I ended up putting it, it's going to end up, it says it can hold like 500 pounds. I don't know how accurate that is, but we're going to hope it can hold a certain amount, right? Righto. These things, I don't know if I really want to keep these or not, These things right here. Because we're going to get replaced for this over here. To see the orange containers over there. Roller option flips on its side. Exactly, Gumby, exactly. Put on a bandana, jump off the counter, and drop an elbow on it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. My elbow is pretty warm, pretty bad. Hey, From, what's up? I haven't seen you lately. Good morning. Yeah, you hadn't been on one of the lives. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live. I'll flish this camera right back to me and say good morning. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. We are at this moment talking about plastic containers. As the thumbnail suggests, we're starting to wrap up the live. It's 12 o'clock. So take it, put it in the front yard. Another thing is it's an 8-foot by 2.5-foot table, and it really doesn't fit in my van all that great. It does if I take some stuff out. I could probably just set it out on the curb out here, and somebody ought to drive by and pick it up. However, I hate getting rid of stuff like that, you know. I could brace it up with 2x4s, right? It'd be perfectly fine. 2x4s, just flip it upside down. Or no, actually, I've done that before. You can't do that because then the screw will poke out. So what I do is brace it with a couple of temporary braces and flip it right side up, and then drive through the top of the table into the 2x4s, and it'll suck it up. Because I may need it for something. And actually, we do put a table out front, which is that table that's out front right now, but whoa, take off all the cameras, Jason. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of it totally. So this is hopefully going to take the place of these, because this is basically 6 containers, 3, makes 6. I've got 2 of these, and I can use it for the bulk keys. I just don't know if I want to keep it. I was also maybe thinking about putting it over here instead. And like I said in that other video, we're still got to find a container type deal for putting up on this corner. I've been too busy to continue what I started last Saturday. And lastly, I don't think I'm going to use it. Whoever mentioned the little plastic things, those could be used for feet, but there's going to be a lot of weight on them, so I don't think I'm going to do that. It's a really big plug follower, y'all. I don't think I need these. These are just for shipping. So that's the plastic things that we've lost this week. I got 5 out of 6, 4 out of 5. Then lastly, the other thing is I just don't know if I'm going to use this either. But for $10, you know, it's $10. It has little rolly wheels on it, and it could go somewhere like maybe over here or something. I don't know. This one may not be kept, so we'll see. Hopefully in the meantime, that'll let me open up this whole area right here again, get back to how it was before, and definitely might take, you know, I could take those 2 back and that last one that I just showed you, and it would almost pay for a whole nother shelf, because that was like $8 each, 16, and then that thing was 10, so then that's 30. So I could buy a whole nother shelf if I took these 2 little things back. I don't know what you think. It's just, these are like teacher, you know, just so, it wouldn't be that flimsy once you loaded it down with keys, but I think these are going to go back, yo. I think I'm going to take them back, grab another shelf, and either back-to-back the shelf or something like that. What y'all think? Good idea? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Good idea, Jason. I think that's what we should do. I don't think those little white doodads are going to hold up very well. Somebody will take it fast. The table, talking about putting the table on the curb, Alex said it'll take it faster with the for sale sign. Yep. Sawhorse in the middle. This folding table light. Yeah, you know, you're right. I could take off those legs because they just screw on. That's a good idea. Yep. Anthony's right. Murphy's Law. After I get rid of the table, I'll be like, I need an 8-foot table. You know how those things are so heavy too. Oh, they're so heavy. just the table by itself, we move it and we put it up in the back. And I mean, luckily we have high ceilings, but yeah, why are you nodding at the TV? Yeah, yeah, mega mogul plugs. Put one on each side and put a board across them to make a shelf. Well, if I end up getting rid of the table, I'll definitely keep the legs, because that's a good idea. They're still kind of yelling down there, too. And it's getting time for me to go down there and get my coffee. I'm getting all parched. I should have just had a little bit of this. LPP did his live last week, and he... you get a little parched. Anyway... So that is what, there's no real good way to, when you have that much crap, I mean, you know, it's stuff, it's good, it's all good stuff. But I do find myself, you know, less and less with the repair. I mean, I don't say that like that, but let's get back over here and I'll show you something. So, but just make the point, you know, I still do a lot of repair work, which is why I keep some of this stuff. We'll move the camera in and just zoom in. And you're like, you know, most people are sitting here like, just get rid of it. I know several of you guys can't stand stuff like this and it drives you crazy. And you're like, why do you need, you know, these Wiser deadbolts? Well, you know, back in the day, these were the thing. This is what was used. And, you know, when you were rekeying them, you would often need these cams and these tailpieces. In fact, directly underneath here, I never, since I've been here, I've never taken all of this right here out. We zoom in underneath there, and I can actually get a flashlight. Do I have my flashlight? Oh, my flashlight fell down in my pocket. But the one thing that I've never done, well, I don't say never because I have dug through all that, but this is old. This predates me. This has been here 25 years or more. And there's probably some fairly interesting stuff out of that. I'm looking at a Yale deadbolt right there. Handle set, I don't know why, you know. Again, during this time of the season, we'll peek through right there. That's 3 of those, you know, stacked up side by side, and they're all full. And originally it was Wiser Quickset and then some oddball stuff like Falcon. But I never messed with that because I almost always just had stuff in the way right here, or just use this machine or the anvil. I moved the anvil from way, this has been moved around a lot, of course, but the one stable thing that has always been here that I've never wanted to mess with was all that down there. So sorry about the flashy lights, but yeah, one day I'm gonna have to tend to that because there's probably a lot of duplicates, and I bring that up because there's probably some duplicates of that. So if I condense what's in there and into here and can get them all stacked up on these shelves, if I need it one day, you know, I'm never likely gonna sell this as a new lock. This is actually my future YouTube video bin I was gonna do. I've done a video on National, but whenever I get around to doing another video on it, because I'm going to start updating some of my older videos. I kind of cringe at my videos now, but I kind of really cringe at some of my older videos. So I need to update them as the years roll on by. And then of course I just have, you know, various stuff. That was old Wiser. This is another Wiser that used these. Have y'all ever seen that kind of Wiser? Same Wiser as this Wiser, but had, stay right there. Had the screw-on thing on the back. These were horrible to have to deal with. So, you know, I've got one thing there. Eventually it'll all get put, yay, up on a shelf like that. If not one or two of them, another one. In the meantime, I guess we can say farewell. This will be our farewell party. That was the noise. Listen. Yeah. And I've already unloaded most of it. It's all stacked in the back room. all the stuff that was on here before that was putting so much weight on it is going to take up that shelf. So likely I'm going to take these stupid things back. I didn't really want to get those, but I was like, I need a solution for that. That's not the right solution for it. So, y'all know what I'm going to be doing. Say farewell. Bye, table. Bye, table. This is the last that you will see of Senor Table for a while, because I'll be busy the rest of the day emptying him and getting it up, and then probably take those things back to Walmart. Walmart. All right, I'm going to go back over the comments. Let's move back over here. Oh, wait, no, stay right there. Bye, table. Making coffee right now. Oh, I want my coffee so bad. We're cutting this. The end. All over, just for coffee. No, but yes, we are wrapping it up. It's 12:13. It's time to get done with this, y'all. I'm going to go back over the comments. I hope that I didn't miss anybody. Thanks again for joining in from right at the end. You did catch a little bit of it. I appreciate you joining in. Yeah. I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one that hoards things. I know everybody's got a nice, neat setup for recording, and this is my nonsensical area, but I wish, like I was saying earlier, I wish we could get rid of one of the neighbors back here, because me and the cleaners are going to split it once we can get rid of them. So, but that'll just be back room, which will be good because a lot of this stuff back here needs to go somewhere. And my back room, actually, they're doing a roof. I didn't talk about that. We're going to be dealing with roof stuff, getting a new roof in. So we're going to be dealing with that for the next month or so. One Wiser, and I'd heard that y'all are not popular with Wiser up there. We're heavy Wiser. That's one of the main things that was used for years and years was Wiser stuff. So I've got tons of leftover stuff, and it's just kind of hard to break the habit. Of course, new Wiser now, and a lot of people, while they want rekey's or have slight repairs, it's almost getting to the point where at that age of Wiser, unless it's in a perfectly kind of climate controlled area and in good shape still, a lot of people are just wanting to put in new. So cleaned out our warehouse. Hey Joe, 30 years of lock parts, took them to storage. Haven't been there once. Yeah, I know. See, this got moved out of storage. Like a lot of this was in storage back in 2000. And a lot of those Schlage levers and stuff, the old F-Series, the Wiser stuff's from here, but some of that stuff, a lot of the Wiser Schlage stuff and decorative hardware, we still work on a lot of old stuff, but yeah, I'm like you. I could probably do that. However, I went and physically moved a lot of that, including we tore down this case and moved it here from storage. And I don't want to do that again. I mean, this is literally a storage area now, and hopefully we can have some storage in the back, so I won't have to off-site it. That's what I don't want to do, is off-site it if I don't have to, or pay for an extra warehouse. Even though half my customers own warehouses that are empty, and I could probably get one really, really cheap, but I want to have to deal with physically transporting it somewhere else, and then just being like, I need that part, but I don't want to drive over to the warehouse and find it. And like you said, you never go over there because of that. Lockpicking gal, no such thing as hoarding in lock sports. Might need some stuff. Locksmiths too. Yeah, I mean, it's grandma's front doorknob. Yeah, we do gift packages enough. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some more, but Christmas is coming up too, so we'll have gifts out for that during that time. A moment of silence for the table. Bye, Mr. Table. But they need glued or something. No, LPG, I don't think they're going to need glued. Once we throw all that weight on top of it, I think it'll be fine. All right, let's scroll down to the end and go ahead and wrap this up. I think I missed some stuff here, though. Have we ever seen the table? We only saw the table in the thumbnail when I was laying on it, right back in February or something. I don't know if somebody ever linked that or not, but yeah, okay, I think it was probably one of the Saturday Morning Live 1, 2, or 3, or 4, something. It was one of the Saturday Morning Lives. I think I did that in. Because Saturday Morning Live is just about me in the shop doing things, right? Doing things. It's quiet today. Not literally quiet. It's quiet traffic-wise. But the fair, Kim reminded me, it was quiet last weekend. The fair. And it's perfect weather for the fair. It's not hot. So everybody's down at the fair, I guess, right now. I guess. We're going to blame it on the fair. So I really need somebody to come in and cover the cost of all that plastic that I bought. Okay, so Lockpicking Patrolman is going to be on live at around 3 Eastern Time. That is 2 o'clock for me, so that should be fine. It'll be coming up soon. The big plastic drawers will bow down if you put weight on them. Andy said the big plastic, the 3 stack, yes, I figured that. So those are probably going to go back. You talking about the shelf or the 3-pack of plastic drawers, Andy, if you're still here? Because the shelf doesn't seem like it would bow a lot. I mean, if you put hundreds of pounds on it, it says 500 pounds. I don't know. Where the buttons mentioned in the video I have queued up next for. The button, I did a video. Yes, I just showed off the buttons yesterday. That was a video yesterday. A week or so after shop cleaned out flat lever key blanks, we had somebody come in and get one copy. Yeah, and I honestly want to put up another machine. Out of everything that I want, I've got these coming in left and right. These antique locks. I could do a video a week on an antique lock, but I just don't have time. Don't have the editing patience anymore. I've got videos of them. This one, I've got 3 keys being made. I get this stuff every week, and I really want to put in another flat steel duplicator because I need another one. So hopefully, once I get that table out of the way, I'll be able to use that shelf bench area like it's supposed to. Hoarders use cardboard, collectors use plastic totes. Exactly. Shifted over, yeah. Oh, did y'all see that? Oh, I didn't post it, but the 2020 rates for USPS is going up, y'all. It goes up every year, and it went up, I think, for US rates, I think the small flat rate went up like 40 or 50 cents. Hey, Access Locks, what's up? Better late than never. Hey, PDX, better late than never. Oh, PDX was here. Yes. And Access just joined in, so hey. The actual drawers were so, you don't know about the shelf. Yeah, I'm really probably going to take those drawers back. Luckily, Walmart's on my way home, so I'm just going to, oh, thanks for posting that, Wes. He got the laying on the table video. Which one is that? Let's click that link and see where it takes us. What was that, Saturday morning? Was that right? No, that's not alive. Oh, that was the wrap up that time I put a table in the way. That was probably easy to find. Yep, that time I put a table in the way was June. So, wow, it's only been a few months. Really? It's only been June? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't really, ClearStar, I don't like ClearStar's interface. Some people say it's pretty good, but I joined as a long time ago, back in 2000. I don't know what it's like now. If you have the ability to upload pictures and videos and stuff like that, I'm assuming it's the same old 1980s dot matrix interface that it was back then. But if you have not been to lock.chat, right? Is that it? Lock.chat? That is Tyler and Night Owl's thing. I honestly haven't been there. Again, just so much stuff to do. But there are some people that do hang out on lock.chat. Thank you. That was it. Yep. I've got it. I need to join. I need to log in and see what's been going on, but I haven't. Because I got to go finish cleaning crap, right? I got to go finish organizing. So, oh, it looks like we're, oh, I thought I was frozen. We're not frozen. I thought I was frozen. Alrighty, guys. Well, I really appreciate all y'all who have joined in. It means a lot to everybody for you, those of you who have joined in to say hi if you're watching. And it may affect things down the road. You never know when you're going to get a Christmas present, right? In the meantime, I'm going to do what I can. Go get me another shelf. I'm going to unbox the table. We're going to say farewell to it. I'm going to go get coffee first because I really, really needed my coffee. And I'm going to go mess with the idiot screaming down there. Yeah, still screaming down there. Get that coffee. Get that coffee. All right, I can't think of anything else, y'all. There's something that I've been wanting to tell y'all, but I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. I guess once this video uploads, and if I remember, I'll put it in the comments on the uploaded video. And should show Discord. The Discord is, you know, I never joined that Discord thing. I think you can do that on log.chat too, Joe. Everybody's got their own little thing, like Facebook, whether you're on Facebook or whatever. I'm not. I'm on Facebook, but I don't use Facebook. I don't, you know, join any of the groups or anything on Facebook. So get some video of the idiot. Yeah, I'm gonna take my GoPro. Again, forgive me for putting out a clickbaity GoPro video. Got to pay the bills. You know, got to pay the shipping for Christmas presents, right, y'all? So we'll be doing hopefully a clickbaity type video because nobody else has done one recently. And then another thing we were talking about, speaking about wiring, is there hadn't been any updated Ross layer videos, and I took a little bit of footage of it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn it into a video, but I need to put something out there because there needs to be questions answered with Ross layer panels, and I can answer them because I'll forget next time I go to put one in. I'm going to be like, no, wait, how did I do that again? Let me go to YouTube. Oh, look, Jason did a video on that, which is why I started YouTube to begin with, so that I would have a thing to go back on and remember things. That's exactly why I have this YouTube channel. That's exactly why we're here today. Not quite exactly, but that's exactly why I'm here today. Sitting here, Lock Force. I gotta be careful, I got a mic on me. Lock Force, disband. Y'all have a great weekend. Hope y'all have good weather, good being not too hot, not too cold, not too rainy, not too fiery. Fiery, we don't like fiery weather. Dalp, if you're watching later on, hope everything's okay with you. I did not know that Australia was having issues again too. But definitely I know California people are having issues, and you probably, if you're actually in California, you probably don't have power to be watching this kind of crazy stuff, but Picking Lebowski, I think, is in California. Or, I think. Oh, obligatory siren. We have one. Two obligatory sirens. That would have been either a cop in an ambulance, or it's mostly ambulance. Somebody guessed on that last day video. If you haven't seen that hour-long video, I don't blame you for not watching an hour-long video, but there were 3 within like a 30-minute time period. And somebody in the comments had guessed what they were, like police, fire, police, fire. It's almost always ambulance. Fire engines are, you know the fire engines around here because they're like, BOW! So, yes, obligatory sirens. Hey, Super Mario, you made it right in time for the end. That's all right, you're here. What's the, my eBay store is, we just sold a crap load of post office box locks. SE Lock and Key, or Shadow Enterprise. Shadow Enterprise, 3 sirens. Let me go peek at that real quick. That is a cop. That is several cops. Holy crap. Hold on. We got a Okay, that's interesting. I forgot we have a game day today, y'all. Game day being, I just saw the traffic out front. That was about 6. Shooter on the street, go look. Oh, I gotta go look. They're going down there, so it's game day. I just realized 3 o'clock game, and the stadium is right there, right over yonder is the stadium. And traffic starts getting backed up. I forgot all about it. Kim did warn me. She puts up every year. My beautiful wife / shop runner, manager, not runner. I don't know why I said runner. Prints out the JSU game thing. Hold on. And now I want to break free and just go live. We just need to, oh, good Lord. What in the hell? Yeah, there's an incident down here. If it wasn't for having to do all those, I just want to break free and go live from my phone. I'm probably going to do that one day. We could like run down around the corner. So yeah, there's something going on around the corner. Local news with Jason. Here we are live reporting from Fondren, where we have multiple cops. Right? And see, that's bad because not that many cops ain't gonna go flying by here. We don't have enough police in Jackson. Literally, we have a 40 or 50 square mile radius that's covered by about 8 to 10 police. So for 5 to 7 of those cops to go that way, that's not good. And then game day. Hide under the table, but not that table. So I'm gonna go, get coffee, and again, sorry about that little interruption, but we had to get all the obligatory sirens in. Hashtag obligatory siren, we're gonna hashtag that in the description, right? It should be one of my hashtags. I don't know, I need to always search your hashtags before you use them, people. You need to make sure it's okay before you start hashtagging with a hashtag. So something's going on with the game. Anyway, traffic's backing up down there, and usually it backs up in front of the shop, and traffic's just a cluster, you know what. So, and Kim did warn me it's 3 o'clock game day. So what I'm going to be able to do is be stuck. That's why it's so slow. Shit. It's always slow on game days because nobody wants to get involved with the traffic. That's why it's so slow today. 3 o'clock kickoff, and I'll leave here at between 4 and 5. Since I got to go to Walmart, probably leave closer to 4. And that'll be after kickoff, so the traffic will have died down, and that'll get me out of here before the end of the game. So that works out. And the next game's at 7, so that might be a problem when I'm leaving here at 4. It might start getting traffic-y at 5, so I may have to cut out early next week, but yeah, lock the safe. I didn't even close and lock the safe. Don't worry. We have ample armed protection around here if I can find it. Strapped under the table. We just had Magic Johnson donated to JSU, the people who is the game stadium thing down there, who's playing today, who this represents. If you see all the way in the back, that blue and white little banner doodad back there hanging up right over my head, actually, is where it is. Right there. That's a JSU flaggy thing. JSU flags on cars going around. However, it sometimes causes a ruckus. I'm looking for a Lock Force helicopter. We need that. Hey, Martin, what's up? I didn't see you come in earlier. But yeah, Magic Johnson just donated $100,000. He went in, they invited him to speak for something, and they were raising money, and they needed 75 to meet the goal, and apparently he walked in, and it was like, oh, what's your goal? And they were like 75, and he was like, here's 100,000. and then sold a bunch of tickets to the people in the room for another 30,000. Like the people that were going to donate to it ended up buying tickets or jerseys or something. So go I think it was Magic Johnson. Yeah, go him for donating to the school. Walter Payton went to Jackson State. It's a surprising number of people went to Jackson State. I mean, it's a good school. It's different because I used to unlock cars there all the time. But it is a good learning establishment. And they have a pretty good football team. Not that I'm into football. I'm not into sports. I don't know how to do the sports thing. No, I know how to do it. Remember strengthening it for the helipad. You know, we do, and a lot of guys, I don't know, you know, you don't think about things like this. And some people just aren't used to like city life. I know some of you guys may live out not close to a city or further out where there's not freaking cop cars flying by all the time and helicopters flying around. We have Life Flight. We've got the hospitals right here. And where we're driving past, there's a helipad for the helicopters. The pilots for the helicopters come in here to get keys made quite often. It's a surprising number of women. Nothing against women, but it's like none of the helicopter pilots for Life Flight, it's like they're all women. Like I've never seen, I'm sure there are some men pilots, but it's kind of weird that you see more women in a position, which is great. I'm glad that they're helicopter pilots, but it's just, you know, it's odd to not see when they come out because they have their blue jumpsuits on, and it's always groups of female pilots, and there's never men. I don't know if they dominated the industry. Get out of my helicopter, you stupid men! Get out! That's funny. But yeah, it's just kind of funny to see them when they come out to eat for lunch. It's like it's all groups of women and like they're all pilots. And then they all have to scurry off to go fly helicopters and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure because they're more, you know, focused. I couldn't fly a helicopter. I don't like flying in helicopters. I've been in a military copter because we had to get flown around to do work for them a long time ago. And then one of those bubble helicopters. Ooh, where you sit in the front seat and you go over the ocean. Ooh, I don't like those at all. Don't like those at all. 34 will be the new long one. No, okay, we're going to get done. We're done. Yes, it's 35. I always cut off at an hour and a half. So anyway, I've been sitting here talking and no more sirens, so no more excitement. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And stay if you're around at 2, 3 Eastern time. Lockpicking Patrolman will be on. And I don't know if Night Owl is or isn't going to be on, but make sure and stay up here. Must be because all the helicopters are men. All our women ran off all the men helicopter pilots and sent them up north. Lost an engine is tactical pilot in the Navy. Alrighty, guys. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm dying for coffee, so I'm going to go ahead and tune out. And we will see you next live, Saturday 35 next week. In the meantime, clickbaity video coming out. And I'm going to go say goodbye to the table. Goodbye, table. I guess I got to get a video for that too, right? Thanks again for joining in, y'all. And have a great one. Lock Force, disband. I think I mentioned this last time, but I really do turn that back on because I like it. I like it running throughout the day, but we have to significantly signify Lock Force. Lock Force. Thanks again, y'all. Bye, table. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you for the reminder, Gumby. And y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. I'm going to get coffee. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And we're out. We are out. Make sure and subscribe. You better be subscribed, dang it.